Have you thought about buying some tickets for the next WWE PLE? Of course you do. Do you go to the SeatGeek app, see the ticket prices and go, it's so bad out here that you're thinking of pulling a Jimmy McMillan and say,
too damn high.
Now, take a look at the ticket prices for WrestleMania 19 now. Reminisce this moment because that is the only time you're ever gonna see cheap tickets for WWE. Now, you may be thinking, well, it's always been expensive, bro. Well, take a look at this Reddit user's ticket prices for Monday Night Raw in that same area that he lives in from 2022 to right now.
See, if my math is correct, which it always is,
that's approximately 265% increase. Now, why is that? Well, there's this thing for dynamic pricing. Now, what is dynamic pricing? Well, dynamic pricing is described as a revenue management pricing strategy in which businesses set flexible prices for products or services based on current market conditions. Dynamic pricing was first introduced in sports by a startup software company based in Austin, Texas, as well as the Major League Baseball club San Francisco Giants. The San Francisco Giants implemented a pilot of 2,000 seats in the venue reserved for the bleachers, and then which later then moved on to dynamically price the entire venue for the 2010-11 season. WWE has implemented dynamic pricing for live event tickets, adjusting pricing based on demand. The strategy allows the company to, quote, increase revenue by reducing the number of live events and create scarcity. If that sounds like price gouging, it's because, well, it is. Take a look at the prices for the premium ticket packages for SummerSlam 2025.
huh?
I feel like this gentleman over here said it best. Paying a yearly salary for some SummerSlam tickets is insane. The negative reaction towards the new dynamic pricing are pretty high, to say the least. There were so many tweets and Reddit threads across various subreddits about this new pricing. You could literally write multiple novels about it. Even the nosebleed seats, aka the least desirable seats for major events, have been reported in the $260 to $400 range. Can you imagine 6 years ago paying for those nosebleeds just to watch Goldberg versus The Undertaker in that year's Super Showdown pay-per-view? I swear to God, I would have turned into the Joker if that's the case. It's so bad that even Vince chanting "This is awesome" is gay, apparently Russo, agrees, even though that last line is a little bit laughable. Now, how did this entire chaos unfold? Let's take you back to late 2022. The POS was out of the company, WWE did the best business ever, made Monday Night Raw actually watchable for 3 hours, but then this happened.
The McMahon has come around. In the past hour, Vince McMahon has officially returned to WWE.
Yup, this POS was back and decided to sell the company to the folks behind those people's favorite sport, UFC, specifically their parent company Endeavor to form TKO. The transaction happened in September of 2023, with one of the original owners being McMahon, but resigned the day after the lawsuit was filed by Janelle Grant against WWE and TKO in 2024 for reasons so freaking horrific that you wish the dude is in bottom of the barrel right now. All my homies hate Vince McMahon. Ever since the merger, the product just looked a tiny bit different. The ads are freaking ridiculous. Now, they've always existed in WWE programming, but not to this extent. I mean, take a look at the ring match. This match is sponsored by a game nobody played. Yay! And then they announced cutting house shows to, quote, grow the WWE brand.
Okay.
One of the first posts I've ever seen with this so-called dynamic pricing was when WWE was charging $2,000 for Survivor Series 2024 tickets, with the cheapest seats costing $600. And then I saw a lot of posts back to back echoing the same exact sentiment. This isn't an issue with just the fans, it's also the talent. A report from Fightful Select in November of last year highlighted how WWE are actually upset about a policy change limiting complimentary tickets for friends and family, and instead are sent pre-sale links to purchase tickets before they go on general sale. Now that's diabolical behavior. Luckily, Rando Keith Orton is echoing the same exact sentiment.
It doesn't surprise me though.
Yeah, they're very expensive. Lower bowl,
C 135 for both nights.
How far back from the front row?
Not on the floor at all.
Floor seats for like what, 30,000?
Yeah.
Really?
This is our first Mania. I'm like, you know what? Go big or go home. I know.
As a pro wrestling fan, I'm not just disappointed, I'm upset. Upset that we're robbing the next generation of people that can't witness the first WWE show due to how expensive the tickets are right now, because to quote Krusty Krab,
Hello, I like money.
we live in a world where housing costs have skyrocketed, grocery bills are way up, and wages haven't kept pace with productivity levels. When a family has to choose between paying for gas or buying school supplies, dropping $500 per person for WWE tickets becomes not just expensive, but literally out of reach for the everyday people. It also doesn't help that you have to pay those prices just to see John Cena cutting him promos like this.
Bologna, fudge, and mustard. My life is being ruined by the internet.